Welcome back to Great Day, Washington. If you're looking for a place to recharge and reconnect with Mother Nature, we've got a gem for you. It's located right smack dab in the middle of the Potomac, Teddy Roosevelt Island. Check it out.
The island is very much an oasis. It is an island of tranquility.
Nestled in the hustle and bustle between the concrete jungle of Roslyn and the memorials of the nation's capital, you'll find Theodore Roosevelt Island. Unlike most of the memorials, this island is a living memorial honoring the 26th president and outdoor enthusiast.
You're in this whole naturalized world.
Bradley Kruger is with the National Park Service. He says this little island has a rich history that goes back before the birth of our nation.
There were archaeological investigations completed on the island in the 1970s that did result in evidence of Native American occupation, starting in 1500 BC. After the American Indian period, then the whole island became a plantation for John Mason, who was the son of George Mason of Gunston Hall.
But when it came to making this a national park, it was a no-brainer to name it after the Rough Rider himself.
One of the aspects that we highlight at the island is land conservation and preservation. Roosevelt, during his presidency, he created 18 national monuments and conserved over 200 million acres of land for conservation.
And the hidden gem?
So the island has several different facets. At the heart is the Memorial Plaza and the colossal bronze statue to President Roosevelt. But there's also an elaborate system of trails that go around the exterior and the interior of the island, which includes a boardwalk that will take you through the eastern swamp and marshlands.
The island has so much to offer. Just put on your shoes and get going.
The activities that are prevalent on Theodore Roosevelt Island include running, hiking, nature tours, and ranger-led events.
And visitors love it here.
Well, the island has a natural impact that's very calming. It's almost meditative to walk around the island because it's really, really beautiful. You have the influence of all the wildlife, the trees, the water. I mean, it just has a lot. Not to mention Teddy Roosevelt, who is, one of the main reasons we have parks in America. So if you haven't seen the monument to Teddy Roosevelt, that's really cool.
It's like the perfect place to come. Living in the city, it's so nice to have such amazing stuff local.
And it's up to us to keep the island's legacy going.
Periodically throughout the year, we will have cleanup events and preservation events at the island.
Preserving the island for future generations. Nicole Goldstein of the Friends of Theodore Roosevelt Island make that happen with several cleanup efforts and other fun events on the island.
We do invasive species removal, which is really important here. We also set up a welcome table on the island during the warm weather months, so people who come on the island can learn a little bit about the history of the island now monthly until the weather turns in the fall. We have these moonlit tours of the island, which is great, and we're the only organization that does tours specifically geared towards kids on the island. We also help the Park Service with school groups and camp groups who want to come out here.
And don't forget your furry friends.
We also have events for our Rough Riders. That's what we call our dog members. And they get kerchiefs to commemorate their involvement. And we have dog meetups here, and that's a really fun aspect too.
She also calls on you to help.
Volunteers are critical. We love to have welcome table staff because there really isn't a visitor center like you have the Lincoln Memorial or the Washington Monument. And the only way that visitors get that information is through volunteers.
So on this Earth Day, get outside and get one with nature on this island in the middle of the Potomac. That's right. Well, this Earth Day, you certainly have plenty of options. We recommend heading out to Theodore Roosevelt Island. You saw what a beautiful place it is. Also, get out and plant a tree, right? We're here with the KC Tree folks on UDC. So whatever you're doing, do something that embraces what makes today special. We're back with more Great Day Washington right after this.